Because at the end of the day, I'm very, very grateful for my haters. That's just the reality, because it's not real hate, number one. It doesn't translate in real life. It's promo. I declare.
What's up? I'm Rob Markman, bringing you the knowledge behind the music. Today, we got Blackbear breaking down the lyrics to his single, Hot Girl Bummer.
The Meg Thee Stallion song came out a couple days after I actually recorded the song.
Then, producer Nick Mira will take us behind the scenes on how he made the beat for the late Juice WRLD single, Bandit.
As soon as it came out, I tweeted Genius. I was like, hey, my guy's a genius, hit me up again, you know. It's like routine for us. We gotta go in the studio, shoot the Deconstructed.
And later, I sit down with my brother Russ, who is never afraid to speak his mind. And we're gonna speak about racism and white privilege and how it all affects the music industry.
It's like our urban radio department, this would be good for urban youth. It's like, what are you really trying to say?
This is Genius on Fuse.
The Meg Thee Stallion song came out a couple days after I actually recorded the song, but at the same time, this song has nothing to do with that movement or anything like that. I just kept seeing captions, and I made a song about the captions I was seeing. So she obviously had a huge impact on all of culture, not just rap fans or anything like that, because I guess I don't listen to enough rap because I didn't know too much about it. I'm just like hoping she jumps on the song, like maybe she get on the remix, you know what I mean? Like it's all love over here, you know? You and you and you and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. There's a part in Half Baked where he's working at the it's like the Good Burger, and he's looking at people. He's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool, fuck you. I think a lot of people like reference that part of that movie. That's a big part of pop culture. It's just like kind of funny, and it's kind of like low key how we all feel. I'm through. This that Hot Girl Bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. The melody and all that started from Andrew Goldstein. He had a voice note, and I just loved it, and we built the whole song off that, yeah. Turn it up and throw a tantrum honestly almost feels sarcastic in a way. It's like, here's this big fuck you, turn it up, brother. This that Hot Girl Bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that throw up in your Birkin bag, hook up with someone random. My girlfriend actually had a friend that threw up in her Fendi bag, the one with the puppet face on it, I don't know, it's like a Muppet. They're really expensive, and I can't imagine you could get that dry cleaned after or whatever. It was like in an Uber or something. You get banned from Uber. I should have put that in the song, because my rating is like 3.5, and it's probably because I was toting around friends that threw up in Ubers and stuff like that. Because I never threw up in an Uber, but no, maybe I have. I don't remember. This says social awkward suicide, that buy your lips and buy your likes. They're for sale now. You can. I don't like have a stance. It's just kind of like what I'm seeing all the time, and like I get filler in my face and stuff. I get lines because I smoke cigarettes, so I get like smoker lines and stuff like that. I get them, you know. Shout out my Dr. Karimi, you know what I mean? I swear she had a man, but shit hit different when it's Thursday night. Thursday night, it's on and popping on Sunset. I like to go to One Oak or High. I have a friend that promotes on Wednesday nights actually, but it just didn't sound as good. Wednesday didn't. Thursday sounded better to me. This that college dropout music. I'm a dropout. I wouldn't say it's a reference to Kanye. That's cool if you think it is, because Kanye's really dope. It's kind of empowering people. I do get dragged out to the club, and I do spend this money on these tables and all this stuff, and like I did drop out of school, and so did some of the biggest billionaires in the world. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. Every day leg day, she be too thick, and my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid. It's something you hear when somebody's drunk or something, like, oh, I hate my friends. They're so annoying, but like, it's like it's your best friends, you know? It's just kind of like a thing that's said nowadays, which is cool because people is honest. It's that 10K on a table just so we could feel secluded, and the vodka came diluted. When I do go to the club, like I have to get my section because I don't want to go to somebody else's table and drink their bottles. I've heard rumors that they dilute the vodka. I actually don't even drink. So like my last few experiences with the club have been like, I'm buying all these bottles for like other people to have fun, and I'm standing up on a couch of whatever, even though like you're not supposed to stand on the couches, but everybody does, and then you're just saying you to all these people, but like you need them there. You need them people there to like feed your validation, your ego. I'm just kind of poking fun at myself this whole song, really. That's what it's really about, the whole thing. One more line, I'm superhuman. You. The last line of the pre-chorus, it could be a drug reference, it could be the last line of the pre-chorus. That's a double entendre kind of thing. This is that Hot Girl Bummer two-step. I hope a dance comes out of it. Dances are always awesome. Back to the Soulja Boy days, like a dance will make a song if it's done right. So I can't dance. So hopefully somebody make up a dance, like even if it's on TikTok, whatever. They can't box me in, I'm too left. This that drip is more like oceans. They can't fit me in a Trojan. Out of pocket, but I'm always in my bag. Yeah, that's the slogan. This second verse starts out like from a guy's point of view. The first verse is more from a girl's point of view, and so this one is kind of things that I hear other guys say, or maybe I have said, or but things I'm hearing people say all the time. Out of pocket is one, but in my bag is one too. So I don't know if I'm in my pockets or if that's not right. Should I be in my pockets? Should I be in my bag? Where should I put my hand? I don't know what to do with my hands. This, that, who's all there? I'm pulling up with an emo chick that's broken. I'm pulling up with that cool sad girl. And it's like, it's a look, it's a mood. In today's age, I know a lot of people that think it's very cool to be depressed. And like, I kind of do that. It's like really, really, really funny.
Like the main guitar, it just felt like medieval to me. Like it was fire.
It's kind of crazy, but isolating nowadays is like kind of cool, and it's cool to give out that vibe like I'm mysterious, but I'm like suicidal or something. I don't know what it is, but like I do it all the time. College dropout music, everyday leg day, she be too thick. When I go to the gym, a lot of days are chest days and a lot of days are arm days, and I don't do enough leg days, and I think it goes the same thing for females. Maybe they don't do as much arms or whatever it is, so like that's just the view on it, yeah. And my friends are all annoying, but we go dumb, yeah, we go stupid. And you want me to change? Fuck you. Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie is a very slept on movie. It's like really, really, really funny. And that part is probably my favorite scene from the entire movie. And it's where Will Forte is playing Alan Bishopman from Easy Swords. And he's talking about like how the government pays him to not sell swords. And if he does, it's even better. If he doesn't sell any swords, he's even better off. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like a really funny like thing. I just love the ew, and it's just it was a vibe for sure.
As soon as like maybe a week before Bandit dropped, I saw on Twitter that Cole was doing the video for it, and like I knew it was gonna be out of here. So as soon as it came out, I tweeted genius. I was like, hey, my guy's a genius, hit me up again. You know, it's like routine for us. We gotta go in the studio, shoot the Deconstructed, put it out on YouTube, and you know, wait for the next song to come out and do it again. I think the focus then was like just making stuff for Juice's album that was coming out then. I think it was Death Race for Love. This was one of the beats, and I think he did a song to it, and like it didn't come out on the album. I was like confused. And then like a couple weeks before it came out, I found out that it leaked because I didn't even know. The leak did like hype fans up a little bit. I think the Young Boy account, like I just go on there and like live stream for like hours on hours, like making beats. There's been like music recently that I made that when I first made it on Twitch, everybody's like, what is this? You should structure the beat like this. This is trash. This is trash. And then when I get an artist on the song and it comes out, they're like, oh, this is so fire. This is the best thing I heard in my life. I like being experimental and doing stuff that you wouldn't do. It's like the point is to break the rules. The first melody I did, it's this guitar melody that I actually pulled in from Omnisphere. It's just like a classic nylon guitar. Usually I like to do live guitar loops with like actual recording it, but like I just wanted it to sound artificial. When I was making the melody, it reminded me of like, I don't know, Zelda or something. It gave me like strong video game vibes. When I made that loop, I thought the original sound, it was very dry and like, it just sounded like robotic. So I just threw a bunch of like effects on it. Vinyl crackling in the background, like a little bit of detune here and there, and like just tape sounds. So it has that like retro feeling to it. So after I got that melody, I went in Keyscape and I just got a simple piano. it just sounded really dark. It feels like a Halloween movie it could be in. Like, it complemented like the jungle type of vibes I got from the main guitar. It just felt like medieval to me. Like, it was fire. After I did that piano, I brought it up an octave and like did this cool strum effect in FL. You can just do Alt S and it strums the keys, so it plays like left to right or right to left, however you want it to play. I mean, when I put that sound in, I thought it was cool, but like I just like experimenting with the stuff, so I hit the keys and I thought, oh, this sounds cool, but I was like, let me exaggerate it and just make it sound like overly strumming. Like, nobody would play it on the piano like, but it kind of has like a harp sort of feel, but it's playing a piano, so it just sounded cool to me. After I had that part, I went in and I added this sound that you could really just tell. It's what gave it the video game vibe. It's just an ARP I got from Electra X, I think. The keys that I played on it are the exact same as the keyscape. I just copied it and then pasted it over. So after I did that, I copied the root notes from the melody and pasted it on my 808, the #1 key on how to tune your 808s. Right here, I have the 808 for you guys to listen to. It's in the same key as the melody, so it is not going to be out of tune. The bounce on this also goes along with the ARP of the Electra like video game ARP that I played. So after I had the 808, I just went in and added a good old 2-step hi-hat pattern on top of it. It's just like fundamental to the track, so I didn't want it to be like crazy because the melody already had the bounce to it. Like, you don't need like 8 melodies and 2,000 drums on the track. Like, the biggest songs have the fewest tracks because there's a lot of room for artists to sing melodies on. And it gives it like the extra energy like before it drops.
It was just chaotic. It was a zoo, like mentally.
After the hi-hats, just added a simple clap like always with these beats. So after I had the clap, I just laid down a background snare like for more groove. And I'm gonna play it with the clap in the background so you can hear the context of it. I had the beat done, but I thought like the hook, there could be more energy, like the beat can pick up a little bit. So I threw in a kick at like the last minute, just pasted the 808 pattern on there, and like this is what the kick pattern sounds like. It's really busy, but since there's not a lot of perks in the background, it's suitable and it sounds good. This little thing I have at the end on this piano, let me solo it real quick. That little tiny little clip at the end, it gives it like the extra energy, like before it drops, it's like don't, and then it just drops and it like adds so much energy. But it's just like a tiny like small detail you would never really think of, but it adds so much groove to it. I like to think of like my beat structuring as like each part is a different scene. It has like its build-ups and like it's up here and then it falls down. So in the intro, obviously I just had the guitar by itself, so you're like, where is this gonna go? You don't know the direction of the beat at all. After those 4 bars, everything else comes in and it feels like a real anthem. Anybody who makes trap beats in like this box of like you're just a trap producer, you just put a loop in FL Studio and put drums on it, but like that's so limiting and it's like it really needs to stop. Like, we're all here making music and music is a collaborative thing. And also I may say this, PSA, it doesn't matter if you use loops or not, because using loops is music and music is a collaborative process. So there, it's out.
What's up, geniuses? Welcome back to For the Record. Today's guest really needs no introduction. He's no stranger to the show. First time he was here, he was telling us, you know, that there's really a wolf. And we believed him, man. And then he dropped Zoo. And, you know, things got kind of wild. And right now he's shaking up the snow globe.
Facts.
With his new album, Shake the Snow Globe. He said, This is my homie. Look, certain artists are artists and it's cool, and then it's just homies.
Yeah.
My man Russ, man.
My
Welcome
guy.
back to the show.
Thank you, bro.
How you doing?
Can't complain.
Yeah?
Much better this time around.
Okay. What was wrong last time around?
It's not that like what was wrong. It was more like it was just chaotic. It was a zoo, like mentally and everything. But now it's really, I feel like my album titles are not so much like concept stories. They're more like reflective of where I'm at in my life. You know, like they sum up like they timestamp
Right.
the whole situation that I'm in. So it's a better situation right now. I'm like, I've reset, I've reflected, and that's what the whole album title is about. It's just kind of like snapping out of it, you know?
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's the shaking the snow
Yes.
globe, and then you wait for everything to settle.
Right, because I was just having a conversation with someone yesterday, and they're like, does it bother you? Because there was a tweet going around like, we got I don't know, they were like some viral tweet, some negative about my album coming out, whatever. And I was telling someone like that type of shit, it really doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, I'm very, very grateful for my haters. That's just the reality because it's not real hate, number one. It doesn't translate in real life. It's promo. I've like had so many people that have DM'd me like, man, I became a fan of you because I just kept seeing your name and people talking shit. So I was like, let me just see what the
I gotta
fuss
check
is
for
about.
myself. Yeah.
And they're a fan. So I'm just kind of like, yo, like, I'm very grateful for my haters because it's like, y'all are my street team. You feel me?
That's
So
hard.
it works out.
That's hard. Nah,
Yeah.
man. You definitely got a big street team.
Yeah. Huge. White silence is pro-racism because the reality is that black people didn't start racism. You feel me?
Right.
White people started it.
I want to go back to a series of tweets that you put because I think it was important. It was very interesting. Where you really call out like racial and systemic inequalities in the music industry.
Sure.
In general, just in terms of the white people who run the industry who profit off of black art and ultimately black pain.
Yeah.
Right. And you being a white and with no real investment in making things better.
Right.
And you being a white artist.
Yeah.
And saying, hey, it's also my job to speak about this. Like,
Sure.
I see this going on. Like, I have to say something.
I think it's just ownership. And I think those, and I like what Tyler, the Creator, said too recently about the word urban. Because I've always said that amongst like my friends about how it's just a euphemism.
Right.
It's like, it's a way that corporate people who play softball can just say the N-word.
Right.
It's like our urban radio department, this would be good for urban youth. It's like, what are you really trying to say? And why are you even speaking on that, But yeah, I just think it's ownership. Like ownership cuts out that issue of signing these shitty deals. And that's what that's what a TuneCore situation is. That's what, just owning your shit. And like you don't need a label to put your songs on Spotify and blow up and da-da-da-da. Like it's ownership. You don't have to go play the game. You don't have to go with these people. But I think I think this next decade coming up is just going to be a lot more of that, a lot of ownership. You're going to see a lot of kids, hopefully, who are just being these mega stars from their bubble and their little corner of the world without having to really play the corporate game. But I think ownership is super key. Super key.
It's dope. I'm looking forward to seeing what the next action is, and that's something. I thought it was dope. I was proud to see you. Yeah, I know that's how you felt. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think I wore a shirt too. It's white silence is pro-racism because the reality is that black people didn't start racism. You feel me?
Right.
White people started it. So white people have to fix it. Like that's just the reality. You know what I'm saying? Like white people did this shit. So y'all got to fix it. We got to fix it, Right. That's all it comes down to, we know how black people feel, and the problem is that white people are not giving a enough because white people aren't holding each other accountable. And that's what it just comes down to.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I really, like I said, dog, I'm a fan of yours.
Thank you.
Definitely the homie. I think what you're doing on the music side is dope and inspiring. Like obviously,
Thank you.
You know your way around the studio.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know a little something about a hit or two.
A little bit.
And the public persona when you use your voice, for better or for worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's been ups and there's been downs, but I commend you for the passion that you put into it every time you kind of step outside. I know even sometimes if I might not agree with something that you say or something that you did, I know it's something that you felt kind of really passionate about, and it comes from the two sides of the same coin, man. And I respect that, man. You put everything on the line for your art.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to the show, man.
Thank
you always got a home here. We could talk.
Yeah.
Very real about some shit. And
I'm dying to drink this chlorophyll water because I'm hungover.
Who you think? He was in the studio last night.
you.